Good morning. Welcome to Build a Stitch Day 20. Can't believe it's 20 days already. It's gone really fast. So yesterday we were working on these different kinds of overlapping stitches and had done this one with the cross underneath and then the long stitch and then the short stitch, or the other way around, kind of looking at stitch placement there. So I'm going to do one more of these with this stitch that goes across everything underneath the long stitch, and then I'm going to move over a little bit and work on and look at this with longer stitch lengths for different stitches. So right now we just have the one long stitch, and I'm going to change that up so we have a couple. Zoom in a little bit there. So I have this, and feel free to put in the comment if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay. I can't really see like who's watching or anything. Facebook doesn't let me know that, so unless people put in comments, I can't see much there. And share these videos with people that you think might like them. Like I think I mentioned the YouTube channel. I will have that up this weekend, and I'll put the link to it in a chat on Facebook. So there will be a YouTube. It'll just be easier to find the videos. Once this feed gets going, it kind of, it's Facebook, so there's some nice things about it, but sometimes things get lost. So anyway, there we go. This time we have, I know I was going to do this differently this time, actually. I was going to put this other stitch. So here's one tip you can do. So I wanted to put this stitch across the middle underneath the long stitch here. And since these are just overlapping stitches, I put that there, but really want this one to go underneath it, so I can just go underneath it. That's one of the advantages to these overlapping stitches, is that you don't have to, like, you can just do that if you're like, oh, I meant to do it a different way, because I was busy talking, and there we go. So there's what that looks like if you put the long stitch over the top. So it just depends on what look you are going for, which one you like best. So now I'm going to do the long stitch down the middle and then across here with the smaller cross, just to see what that looks like. And I'll do that both ways, like both orders of stitches too, because they really do look quite different depending on the order of those last two stitches. It's really interesting. So, got the cross here. And then I'm going to do the stitch down the middle here. And then I'm going to do a long stitch across the top. Kind of approximately that length, but really just however long. I'm just going to go out farther from these stitches because I have been lining them up with the other center stitches there. So there we go. There it is, that orientation. I'm going to do it with the top two stitches reversed order. across the middle, from left to right, and then the long stitch down from top to bottom. There we go. Either one works nicely. Now another way you could do this is to put this stitch across the middle down first and then put the cross over it. So I'm going to try that. See what that looks like. I'll do it with these long ones. And again, you know, you could put these in a line across something. You could use them to outline something. You could just scatter them around. Maybe you have some kind of a little hand-stitched like landscape scene and you need some stars in it or something. You could just use it that way. You could scatter them around. So it just depends on what you want to do and what you're going for. Okay, so here's my long stitch, and now I'm going to attempt to kind of center the cross over this. The one thing that this does is make it a little bit harder to kind of anchor that, like to orient. That stitch anchor is not really the right word, orient it. So you just want to try to make sure that your top and bottom are about the same distance from each end and then from the center line, otherwise it'll get kind of wonky, but you might want a wonky one too. And then pop this one across. And then I'm going to do, ooh, hey, let's just leave that like that. That's kind of a cool little look there. And if you wanted to do a bunch of these, you could either put a long line across and then just put crosses over it periodically, or you could do a series of like big back stitches and put those over, depending on the look. I think I'm going to play with that next. This is what I like about this process. I'm going to leave that one there because it kind of spurred me on to other ideas, and I'm going to make another one over here. That's the whole thing, and then I will probably work on some of those different ways of doing lines of those. I like that. This is what I really like about this process. It's not long. 10 minutes just goes so fast. I mean, we're down to 2 minutes left, but it just, doing it gets my brain working and thinking, and then I see something that I wasn't expecting, and it's really pretty fun. So hopefully you are finding that same kind of creativity happening for you on your own project. And please feel free, I'll put a post up for people to share what they've been doing with this. So hopefully you will be willing to share. Okay, so there I have those 2 stitches. I'm going to put this one down over the top. I really like how clean that is. That's, wow, nice. Okay. That looks really quite neat. The center of that is really neat. So I'm going to do one more of these, just about out of time, but I'm going to do one more of these, and I'm going to do with this long center stitch before I do the cross. I'll put the cross over that long center stitch because that would be another good way of doing this. And if you wanted, you could do a series of these, and you could do different threads with this. So you could do one color of thread for some of the stitches and a different color for other stitches. Like, the possibilities are pretty fantastic with this. Okay, and here's the cross over the middle of the T. And my thread's getting really small. There we go. I really like that. That's actually a lot cleaner. It's really interesting. It's a lot cleaner look than these with the longer stitches going over the short stitches. Those short stitches just kind of pull everything together really nicely. That's very interesting. Not what I was expecting. So anyway, that is all the time we have for today. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a little bit different, a kind of a holiday themed. I'll do that for the next couple of Sundays. Some holiday themed stitching with straight stitches. Since it's holiday season, I thought that would be fun. So it'll be a little bit different, and then we'll start exploring more of these on Monday, I think. So anyway, have a fantastic Saturday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.